All right, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Hope you're all awesome. Thank you for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. All right, let me make sure everything seems to be up and running the way we need it to. So let's go ahead and get that set up. I think we're pretty good right here. All right, so I think that's just about right. We're going to play some War Robots today if you guys didn't figure that out, but there's some controversy I've heard going on about these leech weapons. Right, the Ultimate Tulumbas. Let me get myself up there. There we go. Perfect. So the Ultimate Tulumbas, I've been playing them on some robots, and they don't really seem to do a huge amount of damage. Some people are saying they're amazing weapons, some people are saying they suck, but most of the time I do see somebody running these where they're doing the crazy amounts of damage. They're on the Ultimate Leech. So we're going to throw these things on the Ultimate Leech, and we're even going to go ahead and add as much damage as we can to the pilot skills and whatnot. We're going to see if we can get these weapons to do something today. So we're going to find out if they're crappy or not crappy or what, right? We're going to find out if they're good, bad, ugly. That's going to be today's goal. All right. I am checking on something right now. Alright, so we currently have a giveaway running. We're going to play one game really quickly, then we'll choose a winner. What is this here? Chat unavailable. Hold on a second, I seem to have a problem. What's this doing? Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Alright, so we got a giveaway open. The giveaway is running. So we're going to play a game and then we're going to choose a winner. Now, I've only got a couple of items left. This is going to be for a Mirix weapon, guys and gals. So we're going to give out a couple of things. This will probably be the last live stream giveaway for this round. So when the next big batch of giveaways starts, which should be coming up very soon, we'll have some more stuff to give out. But we only got a couple of Mirix weapons left. Not very many, so this is your last chance to win something. But yeah, after this game, anybody who's active, right, in a 10-minute period, so you got to stay active in the YouTube chat there. What's up, Walter? What's up, Bro B? What's up, Unidentified? Mino? Now remember, if you've already won one of these Mirix weapons, you can't win another one. Unfortunately, the game will not allow me to send you more than one. But we're going to find out if there's something about this leech that actually makes these weapons good. I'm telling you, there's something really weird about this leech. I don't know what it is, but people seem to be doing crazy amounts of damage with these weapons on this particular robot. Okay, now they don't do that type of damage. Maybe that was a squishy robot. They don't do that type of damage when I put them on other robots. That's interesting. I've been wondering for a while, are people who run these... Oh, look at that. Why are they doing that much damage when they're on this robot? That is weird. That is really weird. They don't do this on anything else. I've played these weapons on a bunch of stuff and wondered why they weren't doing any damage. Does the game sound too loud, guys? If the game sounds too loud, let me know. I can turn it down a little bit. Okay, so it's got to be something with this robot. Yeah, this is unreal. They are not like this on other robots. Wow. Alright, so I've been wondering for quite a while if people were cheating with this setup. Turns out they are not. That's just how these things hit. Holy crap. Whoa, that is awful. That is awful. Watch, you know what? For the next game, we'll put these on some other robot. And you'll see they don't seem to be doing this kind of damage on anything else. That's insane. Look, oh my god. This isn't even fair. That's not even fair. Oh my god. That is completely crazy. Do I have those on another robot? Let's find out, because... No, I don't. We'll try it on the next game and see what happens. That is completely crazy. Bro B says I didn't get a Myrix. I know you won something the other day. I don't remember what it was. Are you telling me you didn't get your prize, or are you telling me that if you did not get your original prize, let me know, because I sent whatever it was you won to you. Let me know what you mean by that, because I don't remember what you won. I know you won something, but I don't remember what it was. If I sent out a prize and it didn't show up, I have to let Pixonic know and have them try to fix it. So if you did not get your prize, let me know. Oh, you won the pilot. Okay, gotcha. Or you want the pilot. I'm not really sure. Alright, be very specific, Bro B. Did you get the prize that I sent you? What you're saying in there is kind of back and forth all over the place, so I'm not sure what you're saying. I know you won something the other day. Did you get that prize? Alright, that was crazy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pick a winner here. Alright, so here is the giveaway. We got it up here on the map. Okay, you got it? Good. So right now it says there's only 12 people. Wow. Only 12 people have been active in the chat so far. Alright, so I guess we're going to pick... You got a 1 in 12 chance of winning, basically. So if you're chosen to win, I just need your 6-digit player ID, and this is for a Myrix weapon, so... Here we go. I'm choosing a winner. Bam. Tacos Tuesday is the winner. Congrats, Tacos. Alright. Taco says, don't see me. Tacos doesn't see himself even though he's the winner. That doesn't make any sense, Tacos. What's your information, buddy? There's probably a little bit of a delay on the stream here, but we'll give away another item a little bit later. Alright, we're just waiting for your player ID. And then I'm going to put those weapons on another robot and try them. Because I'm telling you right now, they don't do that kind of damage on anything else. Alright. this is for a Merrick's weapon. I'm telling you, we don't have very many of these left, so. Not too many to give out. Tacos, are you there, buddy? Either you're... Okay, there's your ID. Perfect. Let me put you on the winners list. So congratulations, Tacos. You are one of the lucky winners today. All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm having a hard time here. Alright, you are on the winners list. I got too many windows open on my computer. It's freaking me out, man. Alright, so we're going to watch this. We're going to put those same weapons on. Let's find a robot with just some mediums. What do we got here that's only got mediums? Here, let me put it in the first hangar. We're going to replace the Invader with a different robot that's got some mediums. Ochikochi. No, that one doesn't have any stuff on it. Alright, we'll throw this Ravena in here with those weapons, and watch, I bet it doesn't do that kind of damage. Sorry, my sinuses are bad. I apologize. Terrible sinuses. Unfortunately, when you're live streaming, you can't edit that crap out. Alright, we're going to try this, but we will give out a couple more items later today. But that was unreal on that last battle, how much damage those were doing. Excellent. What's up, buddy? I seriously thought people were cheating, but watch, I can almost guarantee you they're not going to do that kind of damage on this. Tacos, you're welcome, buddy. I mean, I know this is one less weapon, but still, you'll get the idea if they're doing redonkulous damage or normal damage. Sorry about the flame in the throat, everybody. I mean, they were just killing people like crazy on that last... Like, they didn't do much there. Like, those are strong, but why are they so much stronger on that leech? That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's got to be some sort of a glitch. I mean, that's definitely hitting hard, but it's not anything like they are on that leech. Why? That's what I want to know. There's got to be a glitch where that leech is making those weapons crazy. I should try them on a regular leech. That would be interesting. I mean, that's crap compared to what they're doing on the other robot. Does anybody have any idea why it's like that? So look, those are feeling nice at best. Weird. Daniel Sykes, what's up, my man? But you can see those are hitting, those are just doing decent at best on anything else. I'm really confused as to why it's working that way. Come at me, bro. Come on. Come at me, sir. Nope, he went to somebody else. There we go. Yeah, we didn't even wipe that guy out, right? Come on at me. I'm waiting. Nope. Yeah, there's a big, like a huge difference. We got like normal powered versus unbelievably overpowered. Raven is pretty sweet though. Hey, there's that guy. He was in the last game. Pay to win's gay or something, he says. What a name. Sorry, sir, but alright. That guy escaped. Now watch what happens when I use these on here. Hold on a second. Okay, now they're not doing as much damage. That's really weird. Last game they were ripping people in the shred. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I mean, that guy was dead in seconds. There's something going on with this. If you notice for a split second there, they weren't doing much damage. Now they're taking people out. Why is this? So weird. It's got to be something with this robot. Tantalum, how you doing today, buddy? Oh yeah, I mean, look at that. It's ripping people to pieces on this robot. Oh no. I made a mistake. Right. Oh, I'm so dumb. Alright, that's okay. Mino, how you doing today? Excellent. Good to see you. Echo, hello, hello. Unidentified, what's up, buddy? I see your message. Yes. K-Fed, what's going on? So if I have a person leech though, it's only going to do extra damage to them if they're attacking me or somebody else is attacking me. Where's this guy at? Come on and land, sir. I want to shoot you in the face. Here we are. Goodbye. Aw, man, he went into a thingy-dingy, and I was not able to kill him. Actually, we need beacons. Why am I not getting that center beacon? It's wide open. I'm over here chasing the kill when I could be grabbing the beacon, so I'm making a mistake. We need that beacon more than I need that kill. Sometimes we all get a little distracted on things, I guess. But remember, when you're playing beacon games, beacons are the most important thing. I mean, most of the time you win a game because of beacon control. Where's that guy going? Alright, I think my teammates got that handled. Stop that, sir. I don't appreciate it. I like this robot. I haven't played this thing for quite a while, but it's a cool robot. Alright, good game to both teams. Alright. Where am I at on the chat here? What's up, Walter? How you doing today? He says range, maybe. I don't think it has anything to do with the range, honestly. Oh, there's a 3-pack of people over there. We're going to try and figure this out. Let me get a... you know what? Let me put these on a regular leech. This will probably be better than this thing. Let's unequip this and get a regular leech in here. And see how maybe it is. Maybe you have to have 4 of them. We're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Alright, we got to find the regular leech now and find out why it's doing all that crazy amounts of damage. I know I got a regular one around here. Leech is actually a really fun robot. I think normally when I play them, I've only had like 2 or 3. I don't think I've ever really played 4 of them together, so we're going to see what happens. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab a... I think we'll grab... What kind of drone do I want? You know what? I'm going to try a seeker on here. If anybody gets close, I'll be able to see them if they're in stealth. Like if there's a Loki or something, we'll be able to find it really easy. Bro B, no squatting right now, buddy. Please don't spam the chat, my man. One of the moderators will probably time you out or something. Alright. Walter, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. King's videos. I think all the sword units are given out. I don't think I have any sword units left. The giveaway is wrapping up to an end. So if you're asking about the giveaway, I think all I got left right now are the Myricks weapons. Ah, look, there's Ultimate. Oh, Ultimate Leech is actually back in the... you can get that again right now. Of course, it'll cost a fortune to get it, but it's in there. It's in there. Alright. Excellent, I think... I don't know, I've heard some weird things about the less ammo you have, the more damage it does. But I haven't found that to be the case. Hey Raul, what's up my friend? How you doing today? Alright, let's try it on the regular leech really quick. So it's one of two things. It's either you need 4 of them to hit super hard, or there's something with that ultimate leech. We're gonna find out. Yeah, you gotta spend a fortune to get an ultimate robot these days. It's a buttload of money. So right now okay, it ripped somebody to pieces. And it wasn't even the guy I was shooting. Now I do have the, I don't have the splash damage skill on this one. I do have it on the other one. Holy crap. Maybe you have to have 4. 3 of them is pretty weak. 4 is brutal. I guess you have to have 4 of these to get that kind of damage. That's nasty. That's... Whoa! Yeah, that's nasty. Three of them is weak. 4 of them is obliterating people. Wow. I don't understand it, but... that's awful. Move, you piece of crap. There we go. I hate getting stuck on stuff. What's up, Grandpa? How you doing today? Nothing in the game should be this strong. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I've only got 2 of them. Let's see if 2 of them does that kind of damage. Well, there's so many of us shooting there, that doesn't count. There was more than just me. Alright, hold on. Let me hit the button. I'm going to leech somebody. Let's go fire off into the crowd. Alright, so we're not doing a lot of damage to Titans so far. Oh my god, wait a second. Something's... Maybe it's just a leech in general, because I don't know what's going on with these weapons. There's something really weird about them. Oh, he's got a thing up. Hold on. No! Alright. Now I'm really confused by what's going on with this thing. A lot of people I know say they're spending over $500 to get an ultimate robot these days, which is crazy. I mean, I'm playing on the Battlerec account, which is provided by Pixonic. Pixonic owns this account, which allows me to, you know, test things out and make videos about this stuff. So I don't own these things myself, but I know a lot of people saying $500 is the average price to get something as far as Ultimate goes. Now, sometimes you just open the Ultimate Datapad and it gives you an Ultimate robot, but when these Ultimates are in the tasks, like you see the task here, normally you got to do all the things in the leaderboards, and that's going to be like, you know, $500 is a pretty average price to get 4 of these Ultimate Talumbas out of the leaderboards. So it's kind of a big old butt pain, unfortunately. But what can you do? So in a minute, we're going to play a couple more games like this. And then we're going to swap these out to a couple of other robots. And we're going to try and find another robot with 4 mediums. Maybe we'll throw them on like a Typhon. You know what? Let's take this off. We already saw that they're doing that damage on this leech. Hold on. Let's find another robot with 4 mediums. That way we know if it's a leech thing or a 4 weapon thing. Because 3 is weak, 4 is unbelievably strong. We just need to find a robot with 4 medium slots. I don't care what it is, honestly. We just need 4 mediums. I know the Typhon has 4 mediums. I'm not sure if anything else has 4 mediums. So we're at least looking for a Typhon. We got to figure this out. I'm not going to throw him on an ultimate robot, though. We're going to do it on a non-ultimate. Alright, there's a Typhon. Perfect. Alright, let's see if it does the same amount of damage. If so, we know you have to have 4 of these, because 3 is weak. But on my personal account, most of the ultimate robots I do have, and I've only got a couple, came out of like a regular ultimate datapad. Now I did, when the ultimate Fenrir came out, I was able to get that for like $40, 40 or $50. I don't remember the details, but I think I lucked out on that one. I'm going to throw on a, what do we want to throw on here? We'll just throw a Pascal on it. I don't know. I'm trying out Pascals today. The Ravager, that would be pretty crazy. That would actually be really crazy. Alright, this will give us a really good idea, though, if it's the robot or the weapons or what. Alright, let's go try this out. I've currently got my Ravager set up for something else because I'm working on making a video for it. So I don't want to start messing with it or changing anything around on that robot today. But I set it up to make a video on the Ravager. Unidentified, what's up, buddy? He says, Danny, what's up, my man? New camp definitely makes a difference, yes. Oh no. New camp definitely makes a big difference. No! Oh. Typhon's a squishy piece of turd. Just so you guys know. That's the main reason I never play that robot anymore. It's unbelievably squishy. You get one shot killed with that thing constantly. Look at that! There's no way a new camp or whatever recharges up that quickly. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. They need to nerf these weapons ASAP. I'm actually trying to figure out what the deal is so I can like tell Pixonic, hey, something's not right here. Because I'm telling you right now, when I have 3 of these, they don't do damage like this. I'm doing some investigating right now. The figure out what's causing this unbelievable amount of damage that should never exist. Nothing should be able to do this kind of damage. Nothing. Ever. I don't even think I hit that guy and he still died. That's the worst part about that. I don't think I was hitting him at all. I'm not okay with these weapons doing damage like this. I'm really not. I'm going to make some major complaints. Look at that. Wow. You shouldn't have come over here, sir. You really shouldn't have done that. It was a bad idea for you. Alright, we didn't kill anybody, unfortunately. I'm just firing off into the crowd, hoping some people will get blown up. I do have a thing on this one to give it more splash damage. Oop. Alright, we died. Sloppy says, thank you, Danny is in Champley. But yeah, Champion League is pretty rough. I actually thought people who were doing this kind of damage were cheating with those weapons. But at least now I know that they're not. I very rarely play this ultimate stuff. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a couple of ultimate things I might play in here and there. But for the most part, I try to avoid most of the really overpowered items when I play. But sometimes you gotta do some investigative reporting, I guess you would call it. I do play the sword, I do play the Rex, but I find those to be really fun items to play. This robot's only overpowered if people are dumb enough to shoot its purple shield. And surprisingly, there's a lot of people who are dumb enough to shoot its purple shield. Uh-oh. I don't really like this map. Hey, Severin, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Walter says you need brawlers in Champion League. Honestly, you need brawlers if your goal is to get beacon, right? If you're playing beacon games and you want to win by grabbing beacons, you definitely need brawlers. One thing I noticed, like, it's okay to have maybe one person drop in with a sniper or something on a beacon game if he's good at supporting his teammates. But one thing I noticed, there's so many people who drop sniper or long range weapons on a beacon game, and then they just camp in the back corner and they never grab the beacons, and you're thinking, what is wrong with these people? One sniper is okay if your sniper knows what they're doing and how to help the team. Ah, crap. Oh no, don't sword me. Stop that, jerks. I'm retreating. There's too many of them. Just like right now, where's my team at? They're all in the back corner, apparently doing nothing, right? Right now we're winning on beacons, but alright, maybe they just die. I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like for the most part, I'm out here by myself. There's one other guy out there right now. We got to make sure they don't steal this beacon from us. It's very important that we keep this. We have to keep this beacon if we want to win. I mean, if you look at the beacon bar, we're really ahead, but the enemy team can make a comeback if we're unlucky. What is that, an Aether? Sure is. He's hitting hard, but he shall not pass. That's not what I want to see. I do not want to see a sniper Titan anywhere. But like, I'm the only person defending this beacon that the enemies are trying to take, and that's a problem. Everybody should be over here defending these beacons, and they're not. Like, these guys are hanging out in the back. I don't know what they're doing, and we're going to lose our beacon. If we weren't so ahead on the beacon bar, that would be a big problem. So they stole our beacon. At this point, if we can hold 2 beacons, we're fine. So I'm not too upset about it, but oh my god. What just did that to me? That is complete turds, man. Complete turds right there. Alright. Excellent says, I'm a sniper, but I also brawl. Rallo says, nice kill. Thanks, my man. Mino says, I'm the one that shoots purple shields. Oh my gosh, Mino. Don't do it. Alright, Delta. Too many snipers here. Way too many snipers. Bro B says, can we squad? Not right now. Alright. Good damage, lots of kills. 4 beacons, not bad. We win, that was good. Alright. So we're going to get to the bottom of this on this game. Please give me a map that's not Gigandor, because I need to test out these weapons. Lex, what's up, my man? He says, you're at 95 stacks 1 minute into the game. Yeah, that's the thing. Those things will probably stack me up like crazy. Alright, so Unidentified says, only put 3 of those on the leech and it'll still be good. You know what? We can actually test. Let's test that out. Let's test that out. That's a good idea, my friend. We're going to pull one of these off of here. Well, yeah, you know what? This is even a better test. Alright, we're going to try that. Good thinking, Unidentified. Is the bedware with a Titan pilot for $3 a good deal? Yes, I would say so. It's a fun Titan. If you think that's Titan something you would enjoy playing, it's pretty nice. I would say that's definitely a good deal. What's up, Sky? How you doing today? Walter says, other than healing, I play a lone wolf. I normally play with randoms most of the time as well, but it's nice to have teammates that actually play the game well. Oh wow, okay, 4 of them ripped that guy to pieces. None of those, I don't know if those hit that guy or not. Hold on. Trying to splash damage that guy. It looks like 4 of them is way stronger than 3. Oh yeah. Okay. Interesting. 3 of these on a Typhon are weak. I mean, not Typhon, on a, what's his name? I forget. Stop that, sir. Alright, so let's see what 3 of these do. This will be really interesting. Excellent. Wants to reach out and touch someone. Alrighty. Yeah, I can tell it's still doing some really big damage here. Not as big though. Alright, this is going to take maybe a few more games to really figure out, but... Oh wow. The guy's a little too far away. Alright, they killed me. I'm great. I'm trying to get greedy here. Walter says, can't ever seem to get the timing right. Unidentified says, there's no stealth or giveaway here. Yeah, if somebody's asking for a stealth or giveaway, you gotta find somebody who has one, because I don't. Bam! Take that! Aw, man. They killed me right through my shield. So my question is, why is it weak on other robots other than the leech when you have 3? Wow, that sucked. We almost cooked that guy's goose, but he's escaping. Alright, somebody got him. Good job, team. Alright, come on out. I got something for you. That guy's too far away. That guy's kind of hiding. Alright, don't you shoot at me, sir. I don't appreciate that. Here, I guess I'll have to shoot back and beat your robot in the buttocks. Uh-oh, someone's shooting me in the butt. Stop that. Stop that, sir. I don't appreciate it. Where did you come from? We got problems. We got problems. Oh my goodness gracious. Somebody help. Team, stop that. Ooh. This is bad. That was not a fair fight, I shall tell you. Oh no. Oh no. Well, there went my last robot. Down the crapper. I pushed the button to teleport back and it didn't work. Oh man. Didn't work. Wait. Excellent does not want to reach out and touch someone. Alright, this doesn't make sense here. You do not want to reach out and touch somebody. You need to reach out and touch somebody. I hope you don't have cooties. Delta says Tolumba still OP, just got a little nerf soon, right? I don't know what they're going to be doing to him, honestly. Is Lottie here? Oh yeah, what's up, Lottie? How you doing today? Awesome to see you. Alright. Cinders on Ultimate Nodens. Cinders are good, sort of. Cinders are kind of good. I mean, Ultimate Nodens is pretty cool, but Cinders are a really weird weapon. They're good and horrible at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but they've definitely got some pluses and some advantages. Raptor, alright, you want to see a Scorpion with a mirror? That's going to be crazy. We can throw that in there. Alright, let's try this again. This should be a good map for this, actually. Oh, I missed my piece of crap. Oh, you piece of crap. Come on. Run, little guy. Yeah, 4 of these is doing nutso damage. Oh my god, there's too many of them. They're spawn raiding us already, aren't they? Alright, let's try the leech with 3 weapons. Oh my god. That guy's taking 0 damage at all. We got something weird going on here. What is that? Is that a flying... What is that? He had a flying ultimate robot right there. That doesn't make sense. Why can't... There we go. Alright, we got rid of that guy. Alright, this is rough. My team is getting stomped into tiny pieces here. Yeah, those new weapons on Scorpion, I mean, that's going to make him a beast. I guarantee it. It's probably going to be the most brutal Scorpion we've seen in years. These guys have nothing but ultimates. That guy has taken no damage. He took none. Not one little teeny bit. Can somebody explain that? Do we have somebody running some cheats here? Because that guy didn't take one lick of damage. Like, not one bit. Alright, let's bring this in. Where are they at? There's one. That was a really weird game. I do think we might have had a hacker on the other team there. I saw a couple weird things that did not make any sense. That was really weird. What's up, Dip? How you doing today? Dr. Floyd, what's up, buddy? If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. It's not easy to catch everybody's comments and play. I don't know, I just saw a few weird things that didn't make sense there. I don't know if there was some funny business or not, but something was a little weird with a couple of those robots. Maybe it was a game glitch, maybe it was lag, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I saw a weird thingy-dingy or two happen in that battle. But my other question is, why would they put a group of random players up against these guys? I mean, they should never put random players up against people who have a full squad of people with really high-end stuff. You know what I mean? You're pretty much never going to win a game like that. Matchmaking is not always wonderful. Alright. Mato says that was a Heihachi with a jump. Maybe. It didn't really look like a jump, though. I don't know. It was weird. Alright. Let's try this again. But there's definitely some sort of a trick to making these weapons do damage. What? Oh, I forgot to put in the Scorpion. I'm sorry. I gotta remember. Yeah, look at that. If you have 4 of these, they do redonkulous damage instantly. You gotta have 4, guys. I think there's something with running 4 of these, and I think there's something with having them on a leech. I think there's something to do with those 2 things, because 2 or 3 on any other robot doesn't do crap for damage. They're actually disappointing if you're only running 3 on anything other than the leech, I guess. But yeah, 4 of these is tearing people to pieces. But regular leech and ultimate leech is the same thing. It's just crazy damage. Oh, wow. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think those just charged up that guy's shield. That's the one. What was that? Something just... Oh, it's a Kaji bomb, I see. Oh, wait a second. This is another one of those crappy games where one team just eats the other team. Alright. This is kind of like the same thing as the last game, except for my team's the one doing the eating this time. Kind of weird. There's something really weird with these. Storm King, what's up, buddy? Alright, so check this out. We're going to go ahead and put these back on another robot that has less. And you'll notice they're not doing good damage. Check this out. They're not going to do this kind of damage on a different robot when we only have 3. It's very strange. Alright, so we know that this is just unbelievably redonkulous, so we're going to remove this. We're going to put in the Scorpion and try the new weapons on the Scorpion. Alright, where is my Scorpiono? I wish you could just really type in the name of the robot and it would pop up, because, man... There's so many robots, especially on Pixonic's account. Alright, we're going to go with the whiteout. That's always a good drone for the Scorpion. That's pretty much always my go-to for Scorpion is whiteout. Alright, so we're going to throw the brand new weapons on here. This is going to be ridiculous. I guarantee it. This is going to shred the red guys. The red guys are not going to stand a chance here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out of here as well. So we know for sure 4 of them will wreak havoc on anything. Let's put those back on another robot. With only 3 slots. We'll put them back on the Ravena. That one doesn't have specializations. Hold on. Let me find... I'm not sure where my Ravena went. You know what? This will be fun. We're going to try them on here. This is going to be interesting. I hate this robot, but sometimes you got to run some weird stuff. I hate this robot, but we're going to do it to it anyways. Alright. Just pay attention to the amount of damage we do, and you're going to notice it's nowhere near as close to what we were doing before, which is weird. Alright, let's go check it out. Raptor, oh, he says this, what, the Scorpion? Yeah, it's gonna rip people to pieces. We're gonna start off with this little guy. Hey, don't you spawn in front of me, sir. I'm trying to get somewhere. Move it! Thank you. Who is going to be our first? I think this guy... What? Excuse me, sir? Excuse me? What just happened there? Seriously, what just happened right there? What was that? There was nothing that should have been able to hit me where I was just at. That doesn't make any sense. I still don't understand what just happened here. See that? We didn't do crap for damage. We did next to nothing right there. 3 of these isn't that strong. Now remember, I'm not the only person shooting these things right now. Like right there, look at that. Look how many shots we just landed and nothing happened to that guy. I can't explain why this is doing what it's doing, honestly. I think there's something's broken with these weapons somewhere. I still don't know what just happened. I don't know, there's definitely something wrong with this, in my opinion. I just can't believe what they did to my Scorpion here. I'm still really upset over that. I don't know if I'm hitting anybody or not. Get off me, dude. I'm trying to escape. Thanks a lot, teammate, for blocking me. Unidentified. If you didn't notice, the hold on. I lost my train of thought. My mind is drawing a blank. I got I don't know. I got a theory here. I mean, maybe there is something to do with that, but alright, I'm getting my butt kicked on this game. Donald Trump. Prawn says some teammates are more hazardous. They can be. Some teammates will get you killed, that's for sure. I mean, it's pretty easy to mess up your teammate unintentionally. It happens, but there's also a lot of teammates that do intentional stupid stuff that screw you over. I mean, I'm sure I probably mess up one of my teammates every once in a while. It happens, but some players just don't care. And they do all kinds of dumb stuff that hurts their teammates. I'm waiting for you, Mr. Sword. Should I? Hold on. No! I waited too long. Oh, man. That was crap. I was too busy thinking about what I was going to do instead of doing it. I had a decision to make, and that decision screwed me over. Okay, yeah. Here we go. That Teth seems to be unstoppable all of a sudden. Like he was taking damage and then he just completely stopped. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But I was almost ready to kill him, then he just completely stopped taking damage. That was a little weird. That's usually a sign of something funny going on. Also, it looks like they're doing something so I can't take the beacon. What's happening here? Yeah, we got... Oh, wait. Where did that guy... What? Hold on a second. What? I thought somebody was cheating. Get off of my beacon, turd. I didn't even see that little guy standing there. He was so short, he was almost like invisible. Storm King says, why my Teth dies so quickly? I don't know, mine does too. Mine does too. It never used to, but it does now. Alright. Oh, man. I had no idea. I'm like looking around like, hey, they're cheating. And there was a freaking miniature Loki over there. Ah, man. That's crazy. Alrighty. I'm not sure how that Teth survived all that, but... Alright, so let me put a nuke amp on this one. Let's see if that actually has something to do with it. This will be an interesting test. Maybe it's the nuke amp, but I don't think it is. Now, one thing about Teth, though, is once its defense system goes down, it gets squishy really fast. Once your defense system goes down, you need to get back to cover and allow it to recharge. That's kind of the key to doing well with Teth right now, is making sure you can recharge the defense system. Wow. Alright, that didn't work out. After you take a hit, go back to cover, hide for a minute, recharge your defense system, then go back into battle. But like Excellent said, I mean, a drone is definitely a big part of it too. Like drone pilot skills, like all that stuff plays a huge part in how well your robot does. So you definitely need to make sure you got a good build. Every little bit makes a difference on this game. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the nuke amp is the key to making these good. We're gonna get to the bottom of this before the stream ends. Or at least I hope we are. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the nuke amp. Well, I'm a little uncertain still, but hope there's a leech. Don't want to shoot that. Don't shoot the leech, you're gonna kill your teammates. Oh. I think our teammate just died because they shot the leech. I think it is the nuke amp, actually. What are you? I can't freaking move. Alright, it's doing nice damage with 3. It's still not as much, but I'm actually convinced that you either need to have 4 or you need to put them on a leech. 3 is doing nice damage, but it's not doing it. There's something going on with that leech, and there's something going on when you own 4 or have 4 on one robot. I'm convinced of that now. I don't know about you guys, but and having the nuke amp as well. The nuke amp boosts them up hugely. The leech, alright, yeah, having 4 is a huge boost to those weapons. Having a nuke amp and having a leech. Those three things are boosting those weapons for some reason. I'm convinced at this point, those 3 things are making those weapons stronger. I still think there's a glitch with them. I actually do. All right, I'm gonna read the chat a minute after this game. Ah, come on. Yes. That was a failed attempt to hit somebody with my sword. Midnight, what's up, buddy? Alright, let's check out the chat for a minute. Brandon says, my Bjorn Titan is getting stronger after the nerf. I don't know what they're doing to the Bjorn, but are you saying they're buffing it? Storm says, man, almost everything is getting nerfed. ACDC, what's up, buddy? Raptor says, that's the one problem with the Scorpion weapon. Yeah, Scorpion's squishy. Scorpion's very squishy. Pretty much every robot has something that counters it. And those weapons definitely counter it. But here's the deal. Nerfs are something I've gotten used to over the 10 years of playing, but not something I like. I like a true rebalance, but sometimes they don't, if they would seriously just use the rebalances to actually balance the game, it would be fine. But my problem with the rebalance is one of two things happens. An item actually becomes balanced, or it becomes crappy to where you can't play it anymore, and then the next overpowered thing comes out and takes the balance back away from the game. It's kind of a never-ending cycle of that happening, which is a bummer. Alright, Daniel says, nope, they're not doing anything to Bjorn. Yeah, I didn't remember seeing it on the list. Alright, excellent. You like the Ophion. Gosh, dang it. I'm having a bad brain day today. My brains are broken. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to nerf the ultimate Tulumbas or not. I know they're on the nerf list. How bad that's going to affect them, I'm not sure. There's just something that's been bothering me about these weapons for a while, and I just want to know, before they nerf them, I want to figure out what's been making them so strong, or if people were cheating, and now I realize people were not cheating. I've very rarely played these weapons, but yeah, people aren't cheating, and I thought they were, but they weren't. Storm says, I'll have to unequip my pyro. Here's the deal. After something gets rebalanced, try it out before you unequip it, right? If something gets rebalanced, play it, see if you still like it. If you don't, then maybe change it. But always try things out and see what happens. What about Cobra? Is the Cobra here? If so, hello, hello. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, crap. It's a giant map. I hate this map with a passion. There was several years where this map was removed from the game. I was actually hoping they would never bring it back. And they did. And I'm going to tell you what, this is why I hate that map. You can't even move without some jerk shooting you with freaking long-range weapons from all the way across the map. Hate that part. You gotta be kidding me with this crap. Scorpion's too squishy. What was that, a mothership? What a joke. What a joke. That's enough to make somebody rage quit right there. I almost rage quit right there. Can't get anybody. Darn it. So far, we've had zero luck with this Scorpion. People just keep stomping it into little pieces before it gets to do anything. Get off my home beacon, turd. Goodbye. Where's the other one? There he is. We're already being spawn raided and my team is not responding well to the spawn raid. Dear team, do something. We're losing. Why can't I move, you stupid piece of junk? Alright, I'm in a bad mood now. I'm in a bad mood today. After this one, we'll do another giveaway. Remember, the giveaways are pretty much done for now, so I'm giving away the last couple of things we have left today. No! We need beacons, team! So we'll give away one more item after this game, then we'll probably do one more after the stream, and that'll pretty much, or at the end of the stream, and that'll be it until the next round of giveaway starts. Alright. Crap sandwiches. Today is one of them days, guys. I don't know what the next round of giveaways is going to be, but we'll find out. Probably in a couple of days here. Is that a Mercury? Sir, why are you playing that thing? It's horrible! What am I giving away? It's a Mirix weapon. Mirix. Uh-oh. What do I think about the Mirix? It's a really good weapon right now. It's overpowered. They're crazy strong. At least the mediums are. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let me reset this giveaway. First, I got to find it. I think it's over here, right? Yep. Alright, let me reset this thing. Reset entries. Alright, guys, and girls, the new round of giveaways has started. I don't know if you guys can see this up on the screen or not. Let me find out. No, you can't. Alright. We got the next round of giveaways going, everybody. So all you got to do is type in the YouTube chat. Where's the pick a winner button? There it is. So anybody who talks in the YouTube chat will be entered in to win one of these new weapons. So we got a couple of the Mirix left, so we're going to give away one of those. But the Mirix are actually really good. Dip, I have no stealth or giveaway. No. No! No stealthers! Just Mirix. Now, maybe, just maybe, who knows what the next giveaway will be, so. It could be anything. It could be anything and everything. We'll find out pretty soon here. Alright. Somebody, Erdog says, I need 10 Mirix. Good luck, my friend. You probably got to open a whole bunch of data pads to get 10 of them. Whoa. Whoa. I'm flying. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pick a winner, guys. So, if you win, I need your 6-digit in-game player ID. And then I can go ahead and send you the prize. So, yeah. That's it. That's all I need. If you win, Give me your 6-digit ID, I'll give you a Mirrex. How about that? Now remember, you can't win a Mirrex twice. So if you've already won one and you're picked again, it's not possible for me to send you another one, just so you know. Like, I have a code, and the code will only work once per person. Just so you guys know. So if you do get chosen again, I cannot send you another one, unfortunately. It's not possible. Even if I wanted to, I'm not able to do so. Wrong thing. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and choose our winner, guys. Bam. Raptor. As long as you haven't won one already, you are the wiener here. You are the big wiener. I mean, winner. Alright. If you've already won one, just let me know and I'll have to re-roll. I don't remember who's won and who hasn't, so. I really don't know who has and hasn't won these things. I have a terrible memory. I'm pretty sure Raptor won something recently. I could be wrong, but I think I remember Raptor winning something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Alright, waiting for a response from Mr. Raptor. You won it from the weekly giveaway? No, that's a completely different giveaway, my friend. Here, send me your ID and I'll... It's a completely different ID giveaway, so if you're lucky enough to get picked, we'll try and send you one. Alright, give me your ID, we'll see if it goes through. But this giveaway and the weekly giveaway are separate things. Alright. We'll give away one more thing. We got one more thing to give away here. Alright, let me try and send this to you really quickly. Hopefully it works. We'll find out. If not, I'll let you know in just a second. Okay, let me find the sheet here. Alright, it went through. Alright, cool. I think we got one more of these things to give away, which we will do towards the end of the stream, guys and gals. We only got about another 40 minutes left, so stick around for another possible chance to win. Oh, that's weird. Huh, wonder why it did that. Alright. Here we go. Alright, FC official, hello, hello, and please don't spam in the chat. The moderators will probably time you out if you keep spamming the chat. They will get mad and give you the boot. Alright. Let's go do a free-for-all. I'm in the mood for something different. Alrighty. Come on, hurry up. I want to play. Sometimes, though, I get very tired of relying on teammates. Like free-for-all, one thing nice about free-for-all, the only thing that matters is your performance. You don't gotta count on 5 other people to do well to have a good game. On free-for-all, you just play. It's all about you. Floating head. Excellent. My head is floating around like a little balloon. I'm on the Thanksgiving Day parade. Alright, dear game, is nobody playing free-for-all? Alright, Raptor says, I've decided no matter what the next giveaway is, I will not participate in it. Oh, okay, you won a few things from me. Well, congrats on that, buddy. Play says, does Pixo pay you for that? What is that? Do they pay me for what? The only thing I get paid for, if you guys buy something on the web shop and you put my code in, I get like, let's just say you spend $100, I think I get like, it's either 3% or 5%. So if you spend $100 and use my code, I get like $3 or $5 off that for commission. That's the only thing I get paid for. Ooh, we got a kill. So every few months I might get like $200 or something off the web shop. So now YouTube pays us for having advertisements on our videos, which also isn't much. About 1,000 views is around anywhere between $4 and usually between $4 and $6 for 1,000 views. Now the ads that are on your channel matter as well. Some ads pay more than others. There's a lot of variables in how much money we make as a YouTuber, but I mean, I've had months where this channel's made $300. I've had months where this channel's made $600. So it varies widely from month to month. But YouTube doesn't pay as much as people think. You gotta get like crap loads of if you get like 1 million views, if you were to get like 1 million views per video, you'd be making some pretty good money off of YouTube, depending on how often you post the video. That is. Oh yeah. But as you can tell, these are doing minimal damage compared to when you have 4 of them or when you have 3 on a leech, which is weird. They're definitely doing good damage, but they're but they're not anywhere near as good. There's definitely, in my opinion, what I would consider to be a glitch or a bug with these. Oh, wait, now they're hitting pretty hard. Now that my nuke amp's charged up, they're doing some real damage all of a sudden. Oh, okay. 3 of them are doing nutso damage with a charged nuke amp, so I feel like I have gotten to the bottom of what's making these do the crazy damage. A charged up nuke amp. Having 4 of them is a big help, and charging up the nuke amp. That's the 2 things that are making them do crazy. And for some reason on the leech, it's doing instant damage right off the bat without charging your nuke amp. So it's kind of weird. Maybe 4 of them charge the nuke amp faster. That could be what it is. Alright, I'm pretty satisfied with my findings on this. So I've got the information that I wanted off of these. So I think I figured it out. Hey Darth, I'm doing good. How about yourself? I hope you're doing awesome. Uh-oh. Kron, what happened, man? Wait, you played FFA against the clan? They must have all... You know, they must have all time dropped. Now, I will say in RH, we used to go time drop in FFA, but we would fight each other half the time. It was fun. But if we did time drop and we landed in with other people, we had a rule that we will not work together. We kill each other nonetheless, you know what I mean? It was super fun. But we didn't cheat and work together to kill other players because that would be complete bullcrap. If clans time drop in the free-for-all and they play solo like they should, no big deal. Sometimes it's fun to drop into a free-for-all and try to fight your friends. But when they drop into a free-for-all just so they can, you know, screw other players, that's not cool. Those players should be banned in my opinion. That's no different than cheating if you think about it. Is that a Loki? Oh my gosh, you're dead, sir. I think. Oh, we killed each other. Did I get the kill? I don't know if I... Wait, somebody destroyed the robot. Who did that? I don't know if I got the kill or not. There's a lot of players that do some really dishonest things in this game, and I'm not cool with that. There's a right way to do things and the wrong way to do things in life, and a lot of people tend to choose the wrong way to do things because it benefits them somehow and they don't care if it messes up somebody else, and that's not cool in my opinion. People know when they're doing something wrong. A lot of them just don't care is the problem. That's one of the reasons things are so crappy in the world today, is because so many people only care about what benefits them and nothing else matters other than me. You know what I mean? And the sad part is, like, people who run the countries and stuff like that are all just me. In my opinion, it's terrible. Now, I'm not going to get into politics on this channel. I'm just saying, the majority of people, including like world leaders and stuff, only really care about their self for the most part. That's my opinion. My view on politics is I don't care if you're red, blue, left, right, up, down. They're all crooked turds that don't care about you or I. They just care about money and power, and they'll do whatever it takes to get it, even if it screws over the everyday people. That's my view on politics. They're all terrible. They're all corrupt. I hate them all. All the parties are crap. That's how I look at it. Oh well. But generally, people fight over politics and stuff like that, so I try not to get into it. Alright. I just wish people could start working together to actually try to make the world a better place, because if we could actually do that instead of spending our money on bombs and war machines and stuff, imagine how different the world would be. Imagine how nice of a place it would be to live in if people actually worked together instead of trying to blow each other up every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Please don't run around Come on, man. We have a scared little girl on the battlefield here. Come out and fight, little girl. He's got a very strong weapon on there. I'm the one who should be running away. Alright, I made a mistake. I panicked when I saw that weapon shooting me and I used my ability. He has a major advantage right now because I used my ability first. That's where I screwed up. I panicked and made a big mistake right there. Ah, man. Invincible City. Smart, not scared. Scared. I disagree. You're right, though. I mean, he is smart, but I hate when people run. And they go around things so you can't hit them. It drives me crazy. Alright, good game to everybody there, actually. Everybody did a pretty good job on that one, except for that guy in last place. He didn't even play. That guy didn't even play, but yeah, everybody did a good job on that one. Edward said spent Thanksgiving with some good friends. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope all of you guys had a great Thanksgiving, actually. If you do Thanksgiving, not everybody does, but for those of you who do, I hope it was awesome. Alright. We got time for maybe 1 or 2 more games, so you know it's that time that we start up a squad and do it to it. Y'all know what to do if you want to play, I think. Alright guys and girls, let's see them player IDs and I'll invite you on into a game if you want. We got room for 5 more. 5 more. Excellent. So it's smart to run when you're scared. Yeah, I mean in real life, if something scared me, I would probably try to get away from it too. Anybody? Oh, we got one, Walter. Walter would like in. Bam. Alright. One thing about playing games though, it's okay to talk crap about other players when they're on the other team. A little bit of trash talk is okay. We got Daniel Sykes. As long as you don't say anything like too horrible about a person, that is. Some people's trash talk is a little bit extreme, but alright. Did we get everybody? Alright, that must be an incorrect player ID, unfortunately. Alright, we need one more. Guy with the name I can't read, your ID did not work. I'll try it one more time, but it didn't work. Oh, okay. It worked. Never mind. Alright, -3 did not join. Alright. Okay. Wait a second. Alright, they're not picking up. Ah, crap. I almost kicked Edward. Alright, let's see if they pick up. If so, then we got a full thingy. Alright, we got a full thingy dingy. Let's go do it to it, guys. We're gonna run a beacon rush, so everybody get ready. Everybody get ready. Let's go do it to it. Oh, midnight. It was so they could get in a game with us. I don't know if you're behind on the stream or weren't watching for a minute, but always make sure you're on the newest part of the stream if you want to stay up to date with the newest part of the stream, because it's pretty easy for the bar to like go back a few minutes, I guess. Alright. So after this one, we'll kill off the squad and we'll grab another group of people. And then we'll give away one last item here. This will be the last live stream giveaway until the next round of big giveaway starts. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh crap. This is probably going to be a bad idea, but I'm going for it. Oh yeah. These are not... So far I'm actually not impressed with this setup. Surprisingly. It's possible that the light ones aren't as strong as the mediums. The mediums are super strong, but so far it feels like I'm not getting much damage with 2 lights and 1 medium. I don't know. Hey, Billy Butcher, what's up, my man? How you doing today? I hope you're awesome. When you get some mediums and lights mixed together, it's redonkulous. No, don't land on the thing. One of the worst things is when you land on top of something instead of behind it. And then everybody shoots the crap out of you, and then your robot blows up into little teeny tiny bits, and you're like, no, my robot. That's never fun. I think there's a laser chasing me. Alright, you're next, sir. Oh, it's an Amugi. I'm sorry, Mr. Amugi, but I had to shoot your face. Alright, I'm gonna go try and steal... I mean, we don't need this beacon, but I'm gonna steal it. Alright, excellent. I'm glad you're noticing less lag. The game feels really smooth right now. For me. Like, the game was running really good on the PC platforms, but after they made whatever changes there are, I notice I don't really have to lead ahead like I used to anymore. Like, now when I aim at something and I fire, it feels like the ammo's going where it's supposed to. I used to have to change the way I would aim, I've noticed. Now it feels like, you know, the aim is accurate now, which is great. If I miss a shot, normally it's because my aim sucked and not because the game's lagging. But yeah, whatever they did was a huge improvement, I think. I'm glad they fixed that. I'm going to tell you that right now. Alright, we're gonna hit this guy in the face. Take this, sir. And have a little bit of... Wait. Now, if somebody dashes, it's pretty easy to miss, though. That's a little different, I guess. These are actually doing pretty darn good damage, I guess. Alright, those all hit my teammate, I think. Oh! Excellent's happy to be able to spawn in and move. If you were to spawn in and you couldn't move, that would be terrible. That would be a horrifying experience, if I must say so myself. Get behind my oh, never mind. I was trying to protect you, but I guess you didn't need it. You know, I really like this Titan. They're not nerfing this guy, are they? I hope not. This isn't like anything special, but it's actually pretty nice. Turn around, sir. I want to shoot you in the butt flap. Who's shooting me in the back? I don't remember this guy being on the list. If so, that'll suck. Now these weapons, I think they're going to do less damage at a distance, but more damage up close. I think they're getting nerfed and buffed depending on how you're using them. At least that's the way that's the way I'm understanding it. I will say this, sometimes their little sheets are very hard to figure out if it's a nerf or a buff, but I think they're going to do less damage from a distance, more damage up close after the rebalance. FC, thanks, buddy. Alright, so excellent. You would spawn in and your robots wouldn't move before. That would be horrible. That would be super horrible. Alright, good game to both teams. You guys made me look bad. I came in way down by the bottom. I'm never playing with you guys again. Good game, dudes. Alright, we're gonna kill this one off and get another group of people. So if you didn't play on the last game and you want to play a game with me, put in your player ID. I'll try to grab people who weren't in the last game first, since those guys made me look so bad. Alright, who wants in, guys? But one thing about rebalances is you never truly know how they're going to end up until it hits the live server. The test server is very inaccurate. It's really just there for testing. All right, we grabbed Gato. All right. Anyone else that didn't play on the last game? I mean, if nobody new comes in, I can grab some of you guys from the last game, but it just depends on if there's people here or not that would like to play. Bro B says bye. All right, buddy. Catch you later. I just like to, you know, give people who didn't get in a chance as well. Is Sam Jock going to get nerfed? I'm pretty sure the Sam Jock will get nerfed, yes. There is a possibility they could cancel the nerf on the Sam Jock, but more than likely it will go through. I would say most of the time, it's kind of rare when they cancel a nerf, but sometimes they do cancel one. Alright, Billy Butcher would like to see the Sam Jock removed from the game, I think. That thing is a giant pain in the butt. It's a really big pain in the butt. Alright, excellent didn't pick up. I think I would need... Let me try excellent one more time, and then I need one more person. Anybody else? Throw your ID in there. Alright, Mohammed wants in. Nope, that's not Mohammed. That's... Moodsa. Am I saying that right? Probably not. I'm dyslexic, so I read things wrong all the time. That didn't work. Hold on, let me try again in case I copied it wrong. I'm very dyslexic. So yeah, that ID is not working for some reason. I don't know why, but your ID did not work. Alright, let's see if he picks up. Alrighty, here we go. Last game, then we're going to give out one more item. Hey, Rockzilla, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Hope you're awesome. Billy says it's a BS spot. Midnight, I'm sorry, buddy, but we've already filled her on up here. Alright. I watched this video on YouTube last night. It was the hardest I've laughed in years, but this guy was burping in public, and he was calling him dinosaur roar. So this guy had extremely loud burps, and they were really long, and he was scaring people to where they were screaming. It was so horrible. It was funny though, but he would burp so loud, like you'd hear people around him scream because it scared them. Oh man, it was ridiculous. I don't know why, but I laughed so hard. He would just sit there and drink soda until he got a big giant belch ready. Oh! I'll tell you what though, a new camp, once you get it charged up, it really does make a gigantic difference. Huge difference. Alright. I don't know what the channel was called, but it was funny. I mean, that's not the type of thing I could like sit there and watch videos about every day, but every once in a while, something like that's funny. Ah, man. I became blind. Sorry, sir. You gotta die. You too. Goodbye. And you as well. Oh, wait. He's going to escape, I think. It's a butt jock. I can't freaking move. That's all she did. I'm out of ammo. I gotta go. Oh, I can't teleport. I waited too long. I messed up. I'm in a bad situation. Oh, poops. I don't think I've had one good game with the Scorpion today. It's either a run of bad luck or maybe the Scorpion sucks now. I don't know. It's really squishy. I gotta check the pilot skills and the specializations on this. Maybe I grabbed one without a pilot. I don't know. That's a possibility. I didn't look. I just threw it in there, and I didn't look to see what the. I didn't even look to see if it was built properly. So that's a possibility. But it's not doing it today. Bring it on, sir. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Uh-oh. There's too many of them. Why is it I can never walk backwards without getting stuck on something? Well, that's a really long ability. Goodbye, Mr. Titan. We got 4 of the beacons. We are doing pretty good. But yeah, after this, we'll do the last item giveaway for the day, and that's probably gonna be it for the stream, guys and girls. All right, hold on. Yeah. Holy gosh. That thing's hitting hard. I was gonna say, no! Oh, we got somebody. Robot died. Alright. Daniel Sykes says, I need 2 more wins for the Dorito. Is it Cool Ranch? Nacho cheese? What kind of Dorito, my man? Alright, guys and gals. Let's go ahead and do our last giveaway item. I'm going to make you guys work for this one. We're going to do the guess and number between... We're going to do the guess and number between 0 and 100 for this one. What is this? Hold on a second. Giveaways. Random number. Alright, viewers, regulars, channel members, moderators. Alright, that includes everybody. Alright. Chat announcement. Yes, yes. Bam. Didn't work. Alright. The giveaway has started, everybody. I don't know if you can see my screen or not. Let me check. Gosh darn it. There we go. Hey, somebody just won already. Who was that? Somebody is the winner already. Lineman Dave. Hey, congratulations, my friend. This is for a Mirrex weapon, so I need your 6-digit in-game player ID. And that's about it. And you just won yourself a Mirrex weapon. Congratulations, bud. Congratulations. All right. I don't know why, but that looks like a really long ID. I thought that was wrong for a second. Like, wait a second. That's a really long ID over there. All right. Congrats. Let me get you on the winners list here. If I can find it. I know it's hanging out around here somewhere. I've got so many windows open when doing a live stream, it gets a little ridiculous. Alright, cool. Perfect. Alrighty. Awesome game to everybody. That was super fun as always. Okay. Alright, 2:01. Our stream time is definitely up for the day. Whew. That was fun. I mean, if you guys got any last minute questions or comments or anything like that, go ahead and get them in there now before we end this thing. So if you got concerns, comments, or questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Were you wrecked? Mega, what does that mean? Lineman, you're welcome, buddy. Alright, so everybody who won today, I've already sent the prizes out. You guys should have your prizes. Midnight, have a great day, buddy. Suggestions for a Rex drone. Alright, I don't know what you own, but if you don't have the drone that was made for them, I would say the Shy drone is great if you're looking for a last stand. Now, I know they're going to be nerfing that drone, but it'll still give you the last stand. Whiteout is a really good drone for the Rex if you're playing it up close. I mean, if you're trying to play it from a distance or something, the Whiteout's no good. But Whiteout's pretty much great on any brawling robot, and those are really easy to get. Are the unknown Shatter Splinters good? They're okay. They're not one of my favorite weapons, but they're okay. Alright, so when I did the shotgun comparison test, they seem to do pretty good, but when I actually play them, I don't know, I just can't really get into them. They're not bad weapons, but I don't love them either. They're decent. That's the best I can give them. Now, I don't know if they're on the list of rebalances. That's another thing you want to look at is, are they being rebalanced? Because there's a lot of things on the rebalance list that don't really make sense. There are certain things that aren't very good that they're rebalancing. Now, I believe the thing is a lot of people in the mid and lower leagues are overrunning the battlefield with certain items, and those unfortunately get rebalanced all the time. What did I eat for Thanksgiving? I don't know. I just had, I think I had my regular, I don't know. Usually I eat twice a day, right? I'm pretty much on a no carb, no sugar diet, so I had some sort of ground meat, eggs, avocados, vegetables. That's usually about what I eat every day. So I eat a couple of eggs, avocados, mixed vegetables, ground beef, ground turkey, ground some kind of beef. What else? That's about it. Don't really do too many holidays around here. Kron says something's gonna get buffed. If you're talking about those shotguns, that'll be interesting because maybe they'll actually be good after. I hope they do get buffed. That would be great, actually. But yeah, here's the thing though. Even if something is on the rebalance sheet to get buffed, doesn't mean that it's going to be good after the buff. And there's always a possibility they could decide not to buff the item. Alright, so until something actually goes live, you can't rely on the test server. Anything you see on the test server is just there for testing purposes only, and it means absolutely nothing. Because the nerfs and buffs could be completely different or completely canceled. So until those things go live, the test server testing is, just remember, it's only there for testing purposes, and that's it. They change the numbers around on the test server, and that helps them figure out what they want to do with it on the live server, which can sometimes be very different. I mean, you might see a nerf or a buff that ends up being exactly what they had on the test server, or it could be 50% more or 50% less or nothing at all. So I think way too many people judge things by the test server. In my opinion, 90% of the stuff on the test server is inaccurate, is the way I look at it. What about Yondu? Are you talking about that guy from Guardian of the Galaxy? Yondu? You've never eaten an avocado. I like avocados. Have you ever had guacamole? If so, then you've basically eaten an avocado. Guacamole tastes a lot like avocados. But yeah, I mean, not everybody likes everything. I love avocados. They're very high in calories. They're basically inexpensive calories that have a lot of healthy stuff in there. Alright, sword unit is getting a nerf. Here's the deal. Depending on how severe the nerf is, I don't know. I don't know yet. So between the sword and the spider, right now the sword is the better robot. But if they take away the majority of the damage from his sword, that may change. We don't know how good the sword's going to be after they nerf it, so that question is a little bit hard to answer right now. I mean, if you're talking about the big juicy invader spider, that's a great robot. It's not as good as the sword, but after the buff, I don't know which one's going to be better. I mean, after the nerf, I'm sorry. What's up, Dean? It's like plastic rubber. I wonder if the avocado you ate was not ripe or something. Did you cook it or did you eat it raw? To me, an avocado tastes like, I don't know. It doesn't really have a huge taste to it. They're pretty tasteless, if you ask me. And they don't seem rubbery or weird textured to me. But if you eat one that's not ripe, they're kind of crappy. So when you go to the store to buy an avocado, you squeeze it, and it should be slightly squishy. If it's extremely squishy, it's way too ripe. If it's hard, it means it's not ripe yet. So you should be able to have like just a little bit of squish on an avocado when you buy it. Edward likes avocado with toast and egg. Minus the toast, you're right. Bread's really bad for you. Unless you live in one of those countries where they make it out of like better ingredients. But most places, bread's actually really bad for you. I'm trying to eat as healthy as possible, and all the research I've done about bread, stay away from that stuff. I mean, I gotta be gluten free anyways because I have celiac disease, but even if I didn't have celiac, knowing what I know now, I would very rarely eat bread, even if I was able to. Alright, K-Fed, you think he says an unripe avocado tastes like an unsweetened banana. I've never actually eaten an unripe one. I've just heard they're terrible though. I'm not even sure about wheat bread, Kron. I've looked into a lot of that, and most of the research I'm seeing even wheat bread's not what they claim it is. So, I don't know. I think you should, if you care about your health, I think you should avoid bread like the plague, but that's just me. But they add a lot of ingredients into things to make you crave it or get addicted to it. And I can't remember what it was they were adding to the bread, but there's something that they add to regular bread, wheat bread, even the stuff that they're telling you is healthy. They're adding some crap into it that messes it up. I wish I could remember the details, but my memory sucks. I just know that whatever I read has me scared of bread. I'm like, ooh, that's horrible. But Daniel Sykes says, that's bad because I love bread. But what is it? I think it's like Italy. There's some other country that McDonald's went there. And they've got a very strict laws on what can go into their food because they're trying to make sure people are healthy. McDonald's went there and tried to, McDonald's agreed to make the bread on their burgers the same way that countries' rules and regulations require. And then they didn't follow that. And that country found out, and they actually went down there and they shut McDonald's down. They said, nope, you guys are done. I don't know if they completely kicked them out or just, forced them to change recipes. If I understood it correctly, they completely shut them down and said, no more, you guys can't operate here. But I don't know. Excellent says pizza's my favorite food. I used to love pizza, but there's probably some pizza places that are better than others, but I actually watched the video the other day about like Little Caesars and Domino's and Pizza Hut and what they were actually putting in those pizzas. And they're saying like the research shows that the stuff they're using as ingredients isn't even food. It's stuff that's barely edible. I don't know. It's kind of scary, actually. Anytime you buy something at the store, I'm to the point where if I buy something, I flip the package over and I read through all the ingredients. If there's something on there that I can't pronounce or I don't know what it is, I'm not using it. But alright, Kron says, take a lesson from the cockroach. It eats crap and it lives forever. I will say one thing about cockroaches, Kron. Humans and cockroaches are not the same thing. We're probably built very differently. For example, a lot of dogs eat chocolate and die. Humans can eat chocolate and survive. Some dogs eat chocolate and it kills them still. Just because one thing can survive off of something doesn't mean another thing can. So don't follow the rule of a cockroach and eat poop. Edward, the only problem with food though is that most of the companies making food are putting terrible stuff in our food. It's hard to find food that's actually good. I mean, it's to the point where even your vegetables are sprayed with so many pesticides and stuff. It's awful. Like I wish I could grow my own food. I mean, the only way to truly eat 100% healthy food and safe food is to grow your own, I think. But I don't know. But if a government was actually to make sure what we were eating was actually healthy, I would agree with that. I don't agree that the government should choose for us, but I do think that the government should outlaw things that we're eating that are making people sick. You know what I mean? Certain things should be outlawed from being in food if it's not good for you. Excellent, so I will not eat crap ever. Me neither. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Sounds horrible. I just want to be healthy. I got so many health problems. You know, between the autoimmune disease and all the other crap I got going on, I feel like dog crap 24/7. Ever since I got the shingles, I've been so tired. There's days where I can barely function. I'm so tired. I mean, I haven't felt right since I got the shingles. So on top of having the autoimmune issues, that shingles has messed with me. I mean, it's been a couple of months. I thought that would have wore off by now, but I feel horrible all the time. I have no energy ever. It's bad. It sucks, but you know, what can you do? But I kind of went on a diet hoping the autoimmune thing would get better, but unfortunately it didn't. I chose to go on the Lion diet for several months, where you only eat. A lot of people with autoimmune diseases say that this diet cures everything, but I basically went on the Lion diet. You basically eat nothing but beef and water. I did that for like 3 or 4 months. Nothing changed. I will say though, some things did get a little bit better when I cut out like processed foods. I stopped, like I used to buy these bags of meatballs and I never really looked at the ingredients, but after I decided to go on the no processed food diet, I looked at the ingredients in those meatballs and there was a list a mile long of stuff I couldn't pronounce. I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have looked at that sooner. But yeah, I cut out all the processed food, so like I have very little sugar or carbs in my diet. That's one of the reasons I'm eating avocado, because when you're on a low carb, low sugar diet, you need fats for energies, and avocados have the healthy kind of fat because there's healthy and unhealthy fats. Now before the autoimmune thing got bad, I used to be in the weightlifting and stuff, personal training, so I learned a lot about diet back then. And I wish I would have listened to, a lot of it a long time ago. Because, I mean, we all know eating processed foods isn't good for you, but most of us do it anyways. But I wish I would have cut that out years ago. Maybe if I would have done it 10 years ago, maybe I would feel a lot better now. I'm not really sure. But I do think a lot of the stuff we eat makes us sick. I really do feel that's true, but there's a lot of unhealthy stuff in our food, unfortunately. And it sucks, but there's not much we can really do about it. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap up the stream today. Sorry, I'm turning into like the food critic over here, but sometimes we get off on some crazy conversations. Anyways, I want to say thank you for coming out to my streams. Thank you for watching my videos. You guys and gals are awesome. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'll be back next week for a couple of live streams. I'm going to try to throw in one of those question and answer streams every once in a while. I know I haven't done one for a few weeks, but sometime in the near future, I'll try and squeeze in a question and answer stream again. Those are always fun. Alright everybody, thank you so much for being here. You guys and gals are amazing. Lightning out. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If I don't see you beforehand, and yeah. Catch you later. Thanks again, and bye-bye. Excellent. That's only one type of coffee, and it's very, 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 very expensive. It's not regular coffee. Okay. Where's the end button? There it is.